Mary and I are now going to demonstrate how to do 25 exercises using your flex bar. This is the forward roll. Begin this exercise down on your knees. Make sure the brake for the flex bar is pointing up. You're going to extend forward and then come back in. Extend forward, pull back in. Make sure your core is tight the entire time and pull back in. For beginners, you want to start with this exercise by not extending very far. Very good. For more of a challenge, you want to extend further out as far as you can. Get your hands over your head and come back in. And that's the forward roll. This is the alternating side roll. Similar to the forward roll, you guys are now going to have your flex bar out here, break up. Now we're going to extend to the side. Extend to the side, abs tight, come back in. Extend to the opposite side, come back in. Once again, the further you extend out, the more difficult the exercise is. The less you extend out, the easier it is. And that's the alternating side roll. This is the rolling plank walk to push-up. Begin this exercise down in push-up position. Make sure you give yourself plenty of room. I'm going to take a step back. You're in push-up position. Make sure the brake is up. This is a moving exercise. Your hips are in a straight line. Your core is engaged. You're going to take 3 steps forward. 1, 2, 3, push up. Then 3 more steps. 1, 2, 3, push up. Good. This exercise is working your chest and your abdominals. For beginners, if you want to make the exercise easier, you go down to your knees and do a modified push-up. It's still important that you keep your hips in a straight line and make sure all the weight is over your arms. And that is the rolling plank walk to push-up. This is the plank with crab hold. You're going to be in push-up position, hips in a straight line, core engaged. You're going to take your left knee, drive it up as high as you can, hold it for 5 seconds. Then you're going to place your leg back down, alternate legs, do the same exact thing on the other side. Right knee up, and continue alternating sides. That is the plank with crab hold. This is the triceps dip. Place your flex bar behind you. Make sure your brake is leaning forward so the bar cannot move. We're working our triceps on this exercise. For beginners, you want to start off with your legs bent, push your hips up. Now you want to dip down as low as you can, press back up. Dip down, press back up, keep your core engaged the entire time. For more of a challenge, extend your legs straight, still have your hips pressed up as high as they can, extend down, press back up. For more of a challenge, Mary is going to extend her legs straight, press her hips all the way up, dip down, slow and controlled, core and engaged. This is a great exercise for your triceps, and we all want nice triceps. This is the triceps dip exercise. This is the one leg push-up. Next, we're going to do a great exercise for our chest muscles. One-legged push-up. Get down in push-up position. Make sure the brake is forward so your bar does not roll. Push-up position, hips in a straight line. You're going to extend your left leg up, squeeze your glutes nice and tight. Push up, contract your chest, push up. Good. You're going to repeat this exercise on the other side. For beginners, you can go down to your knees as a modification. Left leg still extended, nice and high, squeezing her glutes, pushing up. This is the one-legged push-up. This is the pec punisher. We all want nice pecs. The pec punisher is a great exercise for your chest. You're going to grab your flex bar, overhand grip, elbows in nice and tight to your sides. You're going to press the flex bar together, pec punisher. Keep your abs nice and tight. Go at a slow, controlled pace. For beginners, if you want less of a challenge, don't bend the bar as much. This exercise is the pec punisher. This is the Sasquatch. If you want nice biceps, this is a great exercise for you to perform. We're going to start off with an underhand grip, elbows in, tight to your side, core tight. Squeeze your hands together and extend back out, slow and controlled. Squeeze together and back out, slow and controlled. For less of a challenge, you're not going to bend quite as much. Elbows still in tight by your side and don't bend. Good. This is called the Sasquatch. This is the wide lunge spring. The wide lunge spring is a great plyometric exercise. We're going to begin in push-up position, hips up in a straight line. You begin by springing forward your left leg, wide outside your hands, switch legs, and keep switching. For less of a challenge, you're gonna start in push-up position, legs extended behind you. Extend your left leg forward, far outside the hands. Good, now return your leg back to center. Now, alternate sides, perfect. It's important that you keep your hips in a straight line and keep your core engaged during this exercise. This is the wide lunge spring. This is the bridge lift. Want to get nice glutes? The bridge lift exercise will give you these results. Begin by sitting down on your glutes. The flex bar is going to be underneath your legs. Make sure the brake is leaning forward so that the bar does not roll. Begin by laying down on your back. You want your feet flat on the bar. The closer your glutes are to your heels, the more difficult the exercise is. You're going to extend your hips all the way to the ceiling, hands flat on the ground. Extend up, slow and controlled back down. Touch your glutes on the ground, right back up, extend, and slow and controlled down. Extend up, and that is the bridge lift. This is the power drive. The power drive is a fun and exciting exercise to perform with your flex bar. We're going to begin in push-up position. Give yourself plenty of room. Make sure the brake is up so your wheels can slide. Hips in a straight line. We're going to roll forward and back. Forward and back. A modification to this exercise is going slower, taking very tiny baby steps forward and going back. Mary's walking slow forward and slow back. Slow and controlled movements. As you see, Mary's hips are sagging. That's bad. We don't want that. You want to make sure you keep your core engaged, keep your hips up, slow forward, and slow back. That's the power drive. This is the burpee. A great calorie burning exercise is the burpee. We're going to begin in plank position, hips in a straight line. You're first going to perform a push-up, hop your knees into your chest. Now jump up and extend your arms. Push up, knees to chest, and extend up. A modification to this exercise is starting off in push-up position, no push-up this time. Jump your knees into your chest. Now stand up and no jump. This is the burpee. This is the boat pass. Begin by sitting on your glutes, the flex bar in your left hand. Lean back, engage your core, legs up in a straight line. Extend your arms out, meet in the center, extend to the other hand. Meet back in the center, one hand higher than the other, and alternate hands. This is a great exercise for your chest. A modification to this exercise is putting your legs on the ground. They can be bent, heels on the ground, still leaning back. The further you lean back, the more difficult the exercise is. It's important to make sure your shoulders are not rounded. You want your shoulders to be back, stick your chest out, make your shoulders nice and broad. And that is the boat pass. This is the reverse grip push-up. A good variation for our typical push-up is a reverse grip push-up. Begin down on your knees, push-up position. This time, instead of having an overhand grip, you're going to have an underhand grip. Reverse grip, push-up position, hips in a straight line, push-up, and extend back up. Push-up, and extend back up. Once again, a good modification for this is going down to your knees, keeping your hips in a straight line, all the weight forward on your arms, and performing a push-up. This is the reverse grip push-up. This is the offset push-up. To get even more creative with your push-ups, we're going to perform an offset push-up. Begin down in push-up position. You're going to have one hand over grip, one hand under grip. Hips up in a straight line, push up, extend back up. Push up and extend back up. Once again, a perfect modification for this exercise is going down to your knees, hips in a straight line, all the weight over your arms, perform a push-up. Perfect. Also, don't forget to repeat on the other side. This is the mountain climber. Another great plyometric exercise is the mountain climber. Begin in plank position. Make sure your brake is forward so the bar cannot roll. Hips up. You're going to drive your knees to your chest. The faster you go, the more difficult the exercise. And that is the mountain climber. This is the scissor press. The scissor press is a great exercise to get chiseled abs. Begin by laying on your back, your feet straight up to the ceiling. Your arms are going to be extended. You want to press straight up and down. Make sure your arms don't go forward. You're going to alternate legs, doing scissor kicks. Begin with the left leg, press, switch legs. Good. A modification for this exercise is performing it with bent legs. This will make it not so difficult. You want a 90-degree angle in your knees, extend one leg, reach out with your leg, and still pressing straight up and down. Make sure those arms stay vertical. This is the scissor press. This is the plank hip extension. The plank hip extension is a great exercise working both your core and your glutes. This exercise is 2-in-1. Begin down in plank position, hips in a straight line. Now you're gonna extend your left leg up, squeeze your glutes as tight as you can, take that leg back down to the ground. Now the right leg, squeeze the glutes tight, back down to the ground. Alternate legs, and this is the plank hip extension. This is the Sasquatch lunge. Now we're gonna work our legs using the Sasquatch lunge. Begin with the underhand grip holding your flex bar. We're gonna lunge forward with our left leg while performing the Sasquatch. Lunge forward, press the hands together, and back. Now we're gonna lunge backwards, performing the Sasquatch again. Lunge back, hands together. The Sasquatch lunge is also multiplanar. We're gonna perform a lateral lunge using the Sasquatch again. Lunge to our left, curl, good. A modification to the exercise is not curling the bar. Now we'll lunge to our right, and that's the Sasquatch lunge. This is the pec punisher squat. One of the best exercises you can perform for your glutes is the pec punisher squat. We're gonna perform this with an overhand grip holding our flex bar. Squat back, sink your glutes out, and perform the punisher exercise. Squeeze the bar, hands all the way together, stick the glutes out, good. A modification to this exercise is still performing the squat, but not bending the flex bar. Good, this is the pec punisher squat. This is the folding chair. The folding chair is our next exercise. Begin this by laying on your back, the flex bar extended overhead, legs straight up to the ceiling. We're gonna open up, now power up, slow and controlled down. Power up, slow and controlled down. This is the folding chair. This is the speed skate. We're gonna start this exercise with our feet together, holding the flex bar in our left hand horizontally. We're gonna alternate, switching the flex bar into our right hand, skating onto our right foot, alternating side to side. If you wanna make this exercise more difficult, you pick up the intensity by picking up the speed, moving faster, side to side. Great job, Mary. You always have to push yourself out of your comfort zone and increase the intensity in order to get the results you want. This is the side lunge raise. We're gonna begin this with the flex bar in our right arm. We're gonna lunge with our left leg and extend our arm out to the side. Lunge with the left leg and explode back up. This is the side lunge raise. Make sure you perform on the other leg as well. A modification for the side lunge raise is holding the flex bar directly in front of you. We're gonna lunge with our left leg once again, lunge, explode back up, and lunge. This is the modification. This is the bend and straighten. A great abdominal exercise is bend and straighten. Begin by sitting on your glutes. Our legs are gonna be bent, flex bar in your hands, overhand grip. We're gonna straighten our legs and press the bar overhead at the same time. Press, bend, press, and bend. The further back your arms are when you press overhead, the more difficult the exercise is. This is the bridge to French punisher. Begin this laying on our backs. You want your heels close to your glutes. The flex bar extended overhead. We're gonna extend our hips up to the ceiling as far as they can go. Now we're gonna perform a punisher, lowering our arms down to the ground, punisher, and back up. Now our hips down to the ground and back up. Punisher, down to the ground, back up, hips down to the ground and back up. To make this exercise less intense, you cannot perform the punisher if it's too difficult. So you keep the bar right here, hips down, back up, good. The closer your heels are to your glutes also makes the exercise more difficult. Good. This is the bridge to the French punisher. The second template is designed to build and sculpt muscle. You can choose to work one muscle group the entire workout, You also can choose to superset 2 different muscle groups. Each exercise in this template will have sets and repetitions. If the exercise is 2-sided, split the repetitions and do half on one side and half on the other side. Now I will demonstrate a total body build and sculpt workout doing 2 sets of 12 repetitions. Remember to focus on the quality of the exercise, not quantity. Now what are you waiting for? Let's get started.
All right, 12 reps, here we go. Rolling plank walk to push-up. So you're rolling forward and doing a push-up after. Tiny, tiny steps. Keep your upper body strong, back strong. Good job. Here is 8. 10. Come on, 2 more. And last one. Nice. Okay, tricep dip. This exercise is great for the back of the arms, working the triceps. Go ahead and have a seat on the floor. Put your legs out, get your back up nice and high, and pump them out. Nice. Bend those arms straight behind you. Halfway. Come on. Good job. 2 more. Last one. All right, now let's move on to one-leg push-ups. We're going to do 1 leg at a time, so 6 reps on each side. Lift 1 leg up and push up, down and up. Nice range of motion. 2 more. Last one. Okay, switch legs. Here we go. Pump it out. Strong. Nice. 2 more. Last one. All right. Pec Punisher squat. So you're going to be bending as you squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pump it out. Come on. There's 8, 9, 10. Just 2 more. Push it. Last one. Okay, good job. Alternating side rolls. So kneel down. And here we go. We're going to roll side to side. A count of 12 total. 1 and 2. Working the obliques. Strong arms. Also working lats as you pull back.